good evening. I went out to have photocopy of my documents because we're working on our spousal visa sponsorship. So I'm doing some of the documents that needed for me as the principal applicants. Okay, so let's get started. Before we apply, we will discuss on how to sponsor your partner, spouse, and dependent children. So in the Canada website, they just updated their forms as of June 13, 2017. So before we get started, we need to get our correct forms, checklists, and specific instructions so that we are sure that we are getting the right forms for spousal sponsorship. So on the website, there's like a page whereby you can check an options to get your checklist. So for making a selections, the options there is they have this my spouse, common law partner, my conjugal partner, and my dependent child only. So it's up to you which category do you belong. So in RN, since we're applying for spousal sponsorship, so we're choosing my spouse. So the next category or the next fields is select country or territory where your spouse reside. So once you hit the arrow down on the right side, there's an option of list of countries that you need to pick. So I'm from Philippines, so I'm choosing Philippines for this specific fields, like what country does the person being sponsored reside in. And then you hit the button get checklist and form. Alright, so on my end, our forms for document checklist for spouse, including dependent children, our forms is 1mm533. So make sure that you have the correct forms because they are updating their forms as of June 13, 2017. So under this document checklist, this is a guide whereby you can check box on the fields after you gather all the informations that you need. So it's like a list or a guidance what you need to do and what you need to get or for your documents, supporting documents, what documents they needed for the sponsor, and documents that you needed for the spouse. Spouse is the principal applicants, alright? So don't confuse about it. So okay, so let's go back. Before we get started, we need to check some errors, guidance, so that to make sure that the information that we submitted has the correct informations. So there's a basic guide on the website. They'll provide you basic guide 5525. Okay, so they they put steps to apply, and before you start, so make sure that you've read the definitions and follow steps in this guide to prepare, submit the applications, including the forms and documents that you need. That's what I've said earlier. So